Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
And we're off and running a Saturday afternoon, and of course, welcome to Thoroughbred Action here at beautiful Gulfstream Park. The sun is out. You can see that as Jason Blewett catching up with you outside our walking ring. We have got, so make sure you're tied on, 12 races to bring you. And before that, we'll send it on up to Pete Aiello for the weather and track conditions.
Start the afternoon with the fast main track and a firm turf course. Sunny skies in South Florida today with temperatures in the lower 90s. First of 12 on the Saturday program over the turf and a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratcher 4 Lefty Coming left us with a field of 8. First race favorite number 3, Great Skelly. Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the inside, Crafty Colonel gets the first call from All's Well, who comes away to race in second. Splitting rival San Filippo lands third. Wide on the course and trying to drop over is Lil Charlie, then back to Rory. Just in front of him, both Great Skellig and Forever Die. And it's a length and a half to the early trailer. That trailer is up the back of the field is Second Street. Around the first turn they go. And up front, the leader, Crafty Colonel, by a length and a half. San Filippo is second. All's Well is third. Down at the inside, Great Skellig follows along fourth. Then to the outside, Lil Charlie is now fifth, working 2 ahead of Forever Die, then back to Rory, and Second Street is at the back. The opening quarter was 24 and 3. Down the backstretch they go. It's Crafty Colonel and Miguel Vasquez doling out the fractions, leading 3 parts of length. San Filippo pressing in the 2-path second. 2.5 to All's Well third. At the inside, Great Skellig is fourth, followed by Lil Charlie. Forever Die between horses through a 48 3/2 mile. At the back of the field, both Rory and Second Street. They swing to the far turn now. Up front, Crafty Colonel a half a length in front. San Filippo is there second. 2 back to Great Skellig third. To the outside and fourth is All's Well. Here's Rory and Zayas picking it up while 3 wide fifth. Then back at the inside goes Forever Die. That's all for Lil Charlie. And trailing throughout is Second Street as they run to the top of the stretch. Crafty Colonel turns for home with the lead after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 3. Great Skellig to the attack second. All's Well, and on the far outside, Rory up the inside and Second Street looking for racetrack for work with, but Great Skellig surges to the lead at 8-5. It's Great Skellig and Luca Panici clear by a length and a half. Second Street is running on, but time has run out. Great Skellig will win it. Second Street second, All's Well third, Forever Die fourth, close for fifth. Rory or Lil Charlie in 1:42 and 3. Favorite gets the job done to open the Saturday program as number 3, Great Skellig, parlays a good trip to a victory under Luca Panici, trainer Michelle Nihei, and owners Waterville Lake Stable. It was 9, Second Street, who flew home to get second ahead of the 5, All's Well, who ran third. To the second race now, on the start of the early pick 4, 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 10 signed on. The favorite was the 2, Roll It Gal. And they're off. Bounced around at the beginning was Rah Rah and Candy's Lady as Motion's first ducked inside. From the inside, that's Roll It Gal, who begins nicely. Ariel's Flyer displaying speed. Motion's first on the outside. Now takes up the slack, and Motion's first will land in front as they run out of the chute. Elusive Harmony is second, racing 2 ahead of the Candy's Lady third. Ariel's Flyer is between horses, and also between horses, GP's Ricky. Then back at the inside is Roll It Gal, racing ahead in front of Scarlet Dell. Length and a half to Grand Chama, who's 4 ahead of Rah Rah, and then it's even farther back, about 5 or 6 lengths, in fact, to the early trailer. The trailer is Valid Wildfire. They race past the opening quarter in 23 and 4, and they go to the half-mile pole. Elusive Harmony now down inside, sticks her neck in front of Motion's first second. Ariel's Flyer third. Roll It Gal gets started fourth in the 2-path and starting to gain ground. Then back to GP, Ricky, and Candy's Lady. It's a length and a half to the rail, and Ariel's Flyer, Scarlet Dell with Grand Chama trying to get underway. She's dropped better than 8 lengths behind, passed by Rah Rah, and Valid Wildfire's not keeping up. Around the far turn at the 5/16. Here's a 3-wide move from the favorite, Roll It Gal, to try to take over from Elusive Harmony. Right with her is Motion's first from behind the speed, 4th Ariel's Flyer. Rah Rah's running on, so is Scarlet Dell, with Grand Chama tries to pass some tired rivals as they swing in. Miguel Vasquez and Roll It Gal now take charge and move away by 2. Elusive Harmony dead game and staying on for second. Well clear of Rah Rah, then on the outside an Ariel's Flyer. Running at the rail is Scarlet Dell, but the favorite's a winner. It's Roll It Gal inside the 16th pole, edging away. Roll It Gal in front. Elusive Harmony second, well clear of Ariel's Flyer third, then Rah Rah. There's a photo for 5th between Grand Chama and Scarlet Dell at 1:38 and 3. Favorite takes care of business in today's second race as well as number 2, Roll It Gal. Put him away inside the final 3/16 and widened the advantage under Miguel Vasquez from Bersalou Farm and trainer Bernie Campos. Second was 7, Elusive Harmony, ahead of the big long shot 4, Ariel's Flyer. She reversed her form nicely today to complete the try. Time for a timeout. Plenty of racing action left. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon. We're on the turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch number 4, Big Player. It's a field of 9. The favorites included number 7, Dino Dude, and number 9, Disco Man. And they're off. From the outside, Disco Man was away well. Uncle Masse is showing speed. Now moving between horses. Here's Dino Dude to put ahead in front. Down at the rail goes City Rock. City Rock right off the speed, and Mizzentown is 3 wide. Then it's Christian Go. Uncle Masse's out wide, working 2 ahead of Kantharos. They've gone 3 in front of Disco Man. The favorite is now 3rd last. Second last is Explosive Band and Weaponized Trails as they round the far turn. Up front, City Rock leads 3 parts of a length. Dino Dude on the rebid. Second on the outside, Uncle Masse with Mizzentown and Christian Go. Disco Man running on well. He's going to have to cover a lot of ground, though. Kantharos in traffic between horses, and the back markers are still Weaponized and Explosive Band as they run to the top of the stretch. With the lead now, City Rock comes off the turn with a 2-length lead. Christian Go is second. Kantharos put into the clear for an opportunity. Disco Man has too much ground to make up with an 1/8 of a mile left. City Rock still finding for Luis Figueroa. Leads at 2.5. Christian Go second. Kantharos third. City Rock springs the upset at 30-1. Second, Christian Go. Third was Kantharos, then Disco Man and Dino Dude in 56-2. Big upset in today's third race is number 1, City Rock, fired right to the top, cut the corner, and sprung the upset, winning in gate-to-wire fashion under jockey Luis Figueroa for owner-trainer Jennifer Quinones. Another long shot 6, Christian Go was second, ahead of the 2, Kantharos, who ran third. We go now to the fourth race at 7 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. A field of 9 went postward here. The off-time favorites included the 8, Illustrious Sun, and the 9, Francesco Appeal. And they're off. From the outside, Illustrious Sun and Francesco Appeal, the first 2 to begin. Down at the inside, here's Entangled. Moving out the rail, Charlie the Greek. Vencedor comes away in the top flight. He's between horses while reined back by Sebastian Saez as the leader is taking hold as well, Francesco Appeal. Francesco Appeal crosses over from the top shelf to lead Illustrious Sun 3 parts of a length. Entangled is next. Rushing between horses is Fantastic Kitten, Brave Enrique. So very keen there as Don't Come Knockin' also moves up, and so does Dizzy Gillespie as they really back down the interior fraction there. Down inside, that's Charlie the Greek second last, and now dropping back is Fantastic Kitten as they swing to the far turn. The opening quarter very slow, 24 flat. Around the far turn they go. It's Francesco Appeal in front by a neck. Dizzy Gillespie is second. Illustrious Sun is now sent 3 wide to challenge third. Entangled is fourth, working 2 ahead of Brave Enrique. Vencedor is ridden, trying to gain some ground, about 6 lengths off the lead. Then at the inside to Charlie the Greek. At the back, Fantastic Kitten and Don't Come Knockin' as they run to the top of the stretch. 46-4 for the opening half mile. Francesco Appeal has the lead, 1.5 lengths. On the far outside, Vencedor continues to run on well. Up the inside, Entangled. From between them, it's Illustrious Sun. Final furlong, Francesco Appeal still finding Illustrious Sun, and on the outside, Vencedor taking a late surge. Francesco Appeal still there. It's Francesco Appeal to win it. Illustrious Sun second, Vencedor third, Entangled fourth. Running on fifth with Charlie the Greek in 1:23-4. The favorites run 1-2 in today's fourth race. The opening quarter tells the story. 9, Francesco Appeal was allowed to set soft early fractions and had something in the tank when confronted, giving Miguel Vasquez another Saturday victory. This one from Monarch Stables and trainer Larry Pilati. To race number 5 now in the start of the middle pick 4. Fifth race at 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Rider change on 3, Velvet Colors to Alvaro Doniz. Scratch the 6, Francesco Blue. A field of 10. The favorite was the 11, Gear Jammer. And they're off. Awkward getaway for Fierce Tide, who hopped in the air at the start. From the far outside, Gear Jammer is using some of his tactical speed to get over. Moving out the rail, Big City Heart is up to take the lead for Ramgeet, and it will be Big City Heart to lead into the first turn run. From between horses, Velvet Colors out wide on the course, and marching forward is Fierce Tide after a subpar beginning. Zukov is at the rail. From between horses, it's Proud Enough. Then it's a length and a half back to Ariel, who settles in mid-flight, a length in front of Albert Charles, ahead of Burning Wild, and the trailer is Turkomani. They turn to the backstretch, and jockey Daryl Holland had no choice but to send Fierce Tide on with it, and he leads now by a length. On the outside, Proud Enough is second. Velvet Colors launching a three-wide attack. Big City Heart backs off the race in fourth. Gear Jammer is fifth and unhurried. Two back to Zukov, then Albert Charles and Turkomani. Aridios is now second last, and 2.5 to Burning Wild, who's last of the lot. After the opening quarter went in 23 and 4, they swing now to the far turn. At a big price, it's Velvet Colors through a 47-second half mile, who leads at a length and a half. Fierce Tide second. Gear Jammer begins to launch an attack while not being asked for his best. He's up into second. Here's Gear Jammer now challenging for the lead. From the outside, in Turkomani, 4 wide. In between horses, it's Big City Heart. Running on is Aridios. Burning Wild looking for some place to go with Albert Charles as they turn in. Gear Jammer is now set sail for the money. He leads it by 2. Turkomani is second into the clear. Zukov down the outside and Burning Wild. 1/8 of a mile to go. Gear Jammer has a clear lead. On the outside and Burning Wild running up into second. Zukov between horses. Gear Jammer's almost there. Burning Wild's out of time. Gear Jammer wins. Burning Wild second. Zukov third. Then Albert Charles and Turkomani in 1:29 and 3.
Number 11, Gear Jammer gets a picture-perfect turf trip from Edgard Zayas, and the son of Freud takes care of the rest as he kicks clear inside the final furlong, holds on for the victory for Jose Pinchin and Blue Devil Racing Stable. It was 8 Burning Wild who kicked on very well to get second, ahead of number 2 Zukov, best of the rest while third. The early pick 4 was hit for $770 and a nickel, and that early pick 5, $1,379.90. Next, we go to race number 6 and the start of another pick 3, 6 furlongs of the journey. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 4 Dardo, 7 Wild Wiggle and Jack, and 10 Players Luck. In a field of 7, the favorites were 2 Lil's Fast Boy and 5 Golden Kantharos.
And they're off. Level beginning. Lil's Fast Boy gets the first call, but there's Golden Kantharos quickly up to take over from Equity, who moves up on his outside to take second. Now moving up third is Gone Jack ahead of Lil's Fast Boy, who won the start. Diamond Mint is 3 wide. The 2 at the back are Son of a Derby winner and King Power. Separated by 6.5 as they run to the half-mile pole. On the inside, Golden Kantharos pushed along by Equity, leading 3 on Diamond Mint third. Down at the inside, the favorite Lil's Fast Boy is 4th. Back 5th is Gone Jack ahead of Son of a Derby winner and King Power is last. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. The opening quarter was drilled in 22 and 1. And on the outside, Equity puts ahead in front of Golden Kantharos. Here's Diamond Mint looming into it. Lil's Fast Boy needs some place to go. Up on the outside, here's a rebid from Gone Jack, racing 5 ahead of Son of a Derby winner. And then it's King Power after a 45 and 4 half mile. They line up. Lil's Fast Boy looking for clear racetrack, guided all the way to the far outside to make a charge. But it's a good charge, too, under Miguel Vasquez. And here's Lil's Fast Boy to take charge and move away. Gone Jack is up into second. Golden Kantharos is re-rallied for third. Lil's Fast Boy remains razor sharp, wrapped up at 3.5 in front. Gone Jack second, Golden Kantharos third, then Diamond Mint and Equity in 1:11 and 2.
Number 2, Lil's Fast Boy did not have an optimum trip, but he certainly was much the best horse, as once he got into the clear, he kicked on with authority. He continues to be red hot for owner-trainer Steve Bloskin. Miguel Vasquez on board for his third winner of the afternoon. Number 1, Gone Jack with a re-rally to get second ahead of the 5 Golden Kantharos, who was softened up early and favored to third. Time for a timeout. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll bring you turf racing in the Rainbow Six sequence right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. Maidens of the special weight variety racing 1 mile over the turf. A field reduced by 1. Scratch the 10 to Kant. 10 went to the gate. The favorite was the 5, Queen Jill.
And they're off. Missing the start completely was Antimo, 4 lengths last. Good start for Samurai's First Lady, who hits the ground running. She's trying to cross over from her outside gate, and she's done it already. Samurai's First Lady is sharp early. Racing into second is Boston Mine ahead of Money Factor, who comes away racing in third. Curlin's Mistress is on the outside. Then back to Queen Jill and toward the inside, Krazy Kathy. It's a length back to Morris Forever, who works 3.5 clear of Patriot Storm. She's third last. Second last is Total Temper, and the early trailer is the slow starter, Antimo. To the backstretch they go after an opening quarter in 23 and 3. And up top, it's Jorge Ruiz and Samurai's First Lady in front by a length and a half. Curlin's Mistress is racing second. Money Factor is third. Queen Jill is now fourth. And up on the outside fifth goes Krazy Kathy. Boston Mine is down toward the rail. Then it's Morris Forever, who's 2.5 clear of Patriot Storm. Antimo is out of last place while 3 wide. And that relegates Total Temper to the 10th and last position as they swing to the far turn. 47 and 4 for the opening half mile at a nice price. The leader, Samurai's First Lady, bumps the margin to 2 now. Curlin's Mistress is second alongside Money Factor, 3 wide and Queen Jill. Krazy Kathy in the lime colors starting to pick it up nicely. Krazy Kathy ducks to the inside. She'll angle back outside for a stretch opportunity as they turn into the stretch. Samurai's First Lady has been in front from the outset and leads it by 2. Money Factor now set to the attack second. Krazy Kathy is third, back to fourth, and Queen Jill with Morris Forever. Final furlong, Samurai's First Lady, Money Factor, Krazy Kathy still charging for Monterey Jr. And deep stretch, Money Factor, Krazy Kathy getting up. Krazy Kathy wins. Money Factor second, Samurai's First Lady third. Photo after that involving the stablemates Queen Jill and Morris Forever in 135 and 2.
Upset winner of today's 7th race, parlaying a nice trip to victory, was number 1, Krazy Kathy, who kept charging under Pedro Monterey Jr. Gets up for the victory for trainer Dave Fawkes and the familiar neon green of E5 Racing Thoroughbreds. Long shots 1, 2, 3 to kick off the Rainbow Six. To the 8th race we go now. 2-year-old fillies of the Florida bred variety at 5 furlongs for a maiden special weight purse of $40,000. Late scratch of 3 storybook ending left us with a field of 11. Our favorite was number 12, Tony Ann's Miracle.
And they're off. From the rail, Quick Lucky Coco blasts out to take the lead. From the far outside, here's the favorite, Tony Ann's Miracle, trying to get over. In between horses, Lil Be Quick is quick to challenge, and Lil Be Quick puts ahead in front of Quick Lucky Coco, and they fly past the half mile. Tony Ann's Miracle is now third. Baylor is fourth. Out 3 wide next to Speed Star with Dixie Talk between horses. Then it's a length back from between horses to Sold Out Sugar. She's dropped about 7 lengths off the lead, but she works well clear of Midnight Soiree. Then down at the inside and retreating now is Morning Grace, and the 2 at the back and pretty far out of it are Cholita Star, and at the back of the field, Mighty Fine as they turn in. Up front, the leader now to the outside and Quick Lucky Coco. Far outside, the momentum for Dixie Talk surging. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Up front, Lil Be Quick and Carlos Montalvo with the lead. Quick Lucky Coco second. Sold Out Sugar punching home with good energy. Here's Hold Out Sugar trying to split rivals. Late on the scene is Midnight Soiree. They come to the wire. Lil Be Quick will win it. Lil Be Quick wins, and she's 25-1 in 59 and 2.
Bombs away again to start the late pick 5 as number 2, Lil Be Quick, kicked on for the money, winning in debut fashion under Carlos Montalvo. We've seen Carlos boot home a lot of 2-year-old long shot winners this season. This one for trainer Rohan Crichton and owner Camille Crichton. 5 Sold Out Sugar was second ahead of the 8 Midnight Soiree. She's one to watch as she came from way out of it to get up for third. On now to the 9th race of the afternoon and the start of the late pick 4. Maiden claimers on turf at 1 mile. Claiming price here was $12,500. Scratch the 5, 13, and 14. The 15 Skipper Dancer drew in, and the betting favorite was number 6, Sunset Catch.
And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. From between horses, Alarcon reaches out to take the early lead from Bolaro, who comes away to race in second. On the far outside, it's Skipper Dancer, splitting horses Sunset Catch with GT's Grammy about 5 wide around the first turn. The early trailers are looking over us, and my What About Me? Around the first turn they go. Alarcon now throttles open to a 2-length lead over Bolaro, who races from second. Down inside, that's Cockeyed Festus, who takes over third. Ahead of the favorite Sunset Catch, he's now racing in fourth. Then to the outside goes Skipper Dancer with Nation USA down to his inside. And they're a length better than the team of Pure Cotton and another Softball. Tipping 3 wide is Cousin Tino. It's a stretch of a length and a half back to a rank to handle GT's Grammy, third last, and then at the back of the field both looking over us, and at the back of the pack is Skipper Dancer. Down the backstretch they go. They went 23 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. Alarcon at 60-1 has the lead. Bolara's a bit closer second. Sunset Catches third. Cockeyed Festus is fourth. Up on the outside and moving up is Skipper Dancer. Nation USA between horses. Then comes Pure Cotton. Perched on his outside, another softball trying to rally while 6.5 lengths behind. 2 in front of Cousin Tino. Then at the rail looking over us, racing ahead of my What About Me, and backing away and being eased at the back is GT's Grammy as they run to the top of the stretch. Alarcon has repelled the initial challenge from Bolara, will turn first with the lead. Bolara's going to try again, second over the top and coming on late. Here's a run from Nation USA, who's also a big price. Sunset Catch up the inside, final furlong. Can Alarcon keep it up? He leads it by 2. Bolara can't reach him, and nor can anybody else. Here's Alarcon at 60-1 to win it. Gate to wire by 2.5. Bolara second, Sunset Catch third, then Nation USA, and Skipper Dancer bombs away in 136-2.
Bombs away again. How about 60-1 this time with number 7 Alarcon, who gets the victory in gate to wire fashion under jockey Marcos Meneses for Antonio Sano and Magic Stables. Big form reversal from the son of Drosselmeyer. Spices up the pick 4 and the pick 5, and most importantly, the Rainbow 6. To the 10th race now, 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in at the price tag of $6,250. We had a field of 13 sign on here. The betting favorites included the 1 Grubert and the 13 Shot Jag.
And they're off. From the inside, Key the Storm breaks out to take the lead. That Charlie moves to challenge from second. That's Artie's Boy is away in the top flight. He's now moved to be second. The favorite Grubert is out of there racing in fourth. Up on the outside, moving up is Shot Jack. In between horses is American Phantom with Daddy Duke. Getting the shuffle next was Switched with Wise Warrior down at the inside. Followed inside by Talked Out in the yellow colors. Dropped about 8 lengths off the lead. Ahead of Sailor's Companion, and Akono drops back to last as they round the far turn. That's Artie's Boy leads by a length and a half now. Key the Storm second. Here's Grubert moving into second from the outside, and Shot Jack is fourth. Then That Charlie. Daddy Duke is at the rail ahead of Wise Warrior and American Phantom. 2 back to Taverny Bay with a 1/4 mile left to go. On the outside, Grubert just ran right by That's Artie's Boy to take the lead. Shot Jack is next, working into the clear as Wise Warrior. That Charlie behind the speed with a final furlong to get. Grubert has the lead. Not home yet though. Here comes Switched on the outside, and Switched is charging hard here. Switched under Jose Alvarez is up for the lead, and Switched will win another long shot. This one 18-1. Grubert was second. Third, That's Artie's Boy, then Wise Warrior in 105-3.
Another race down and another big price winner here at Gulfstream Park today. 18-1 this time on number 7 Switched, who charges hard down the center of the course to get up and win going away under Jose Alvarez for owner and breeder Kathy Macheski and trainer Anna Varsi. It was 1 Grubert who completes the exacta ahead of 4 That's Artie's Boy. He continues to round back into form. He fired well today and ended up third. Time for a timeout. When we come back, the Saturday feature, the Tortugas over the turf, up next right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 11 on the program, the Tortugas Overnight Stakes. 7.5 furlongs on the turf for $75,000. Scratch the 1 Porter Street, a field of 8. The off-time favorites included the 7 DeRocher and the 8 Croy.
And they're off. Was an awkward getaway for Love Conquers, who's at the back. Quick start in the center for Racing's My Game, who's put on the engine by Montalvo. He's the one who's down toward the inside and taking back to race in second. Croy on the outside is a joint third alongside Diddley. Then back at the inside, Coleman Rocky with DeRocher in the 2-path. 3 wide is Prince Tito. And last of all is Love Conquers. They round the first turn in the Tortugas, and up front, Racing's My Game clears a length and a half. He's the one off the fence on a rebid second. 2.5 back to the team of Diddley and Croy. They follow along third and fourth. Then back in fifth is DeRocher. Sixth at the inside, Coleman Rocky. Seventh is his stablemate, Prince Tito. And eighth and last is Love Conquers. The opening quarter was complete in 23-1. Fairly stiff tempo being set. Racing's My Game, out where he wants to be. Leads at a length and a half. Second is He's the One. Third is Croy. Diddley is fourth. DeRocher begins to pick off rivals. He's fifth and on the move. Then back to the inside, and Coleman Rocky ahead in front of Prince Tito. And Love Conquers continues at the back as they round the far turn. The opening half mile was 45-4. And up front, Racing's My Game holds a narrow lead. He's the One. Draws alongside second, Croy. Jaramillo still has his hands full, guiding him to the outside for a clear shot. DeRocher's bid did not go on. Love Conquers from the back, and Diddley as they turn in. Here's Croy, produced off cover to challenge for the lead, and with an eighth of a mile to go, Croy now takes the lead. Racing's My Game is backpedaling. Here's Love Conquers on the outside. Love Conquers gaining on Croy. Croy the leader. Love Conquers running out of time in real estate. It's Croy to win it. Love Conquers second. He's the 1 third. DeRocher fourth. Then Coleman Rocky, Diddley, Prince Tito, and Racing's My Game in 128-1.
Another big-time performance over the Gulfstream Park sod for number 8 Croy in today's feature race, and he gets the job done as the betting favorite under jockey Amisael Jaramillo for Armando de la Cerda and the Midwest Thoroughbred. Number 3 Love Conquers continues to be in very good form. He ran well today. He got second in a solid campaign. We turn now to the 12th race. The 12th race is the final race of the day at 6.5 furlongs over the main track. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch number 5, Sweet Point. A field of 13. Final race favorite number 3, Miss Maserati.
And runners away. Out wide on the course, Military Brat gets the first call, but here's Miss Maserati quickly up the challenge and take over. And without much effort, Miss Maserati has landed in front. Moving out the rail, that's St. Therese to challenge for the top and race in second. Peaceful Warrior Girl is alongside Lovely Grace, third and fourth. Then down toward the inside, Ms. Tiz. In traffic now is Oyunofwe. Out wide on the course is Yola Ola. Down at the inside goes Chief Bow, no move. Racing ahead of Military Brat, who's dropped back a bit. JP Calling is next. Then down at the inside goes Naughty Grace ahead of Uno Sita. She's dropped better than 9 lengths off the lead, and it's a length to the trailer, JP Calling. Around the far turn after a 22-2 opening quarter, and up front, it's the big favorite, Miss Maserati, a length and a half. Ola Yola runs into second. Ms. Tiz is now third. Running on from fourth, Chief Bow, no move. Into third and tacking on ahead of Peaceful Warrior Girl. That's all for Cassidy Light. Wide on the course is Naughty Grace as they run past the quarter-mile pole. On the inside, Miss Maserati confronted by Ola Yola on the outside second. Chief Bow no move is third. These three are well clear of the others, led by Peaceful Warrior Girl. And then up the inside, Oyunofwe for a minor award. But up front, Miss Maserati is still there, and she'll win it. It's Miss Maserati to win it by 2 in the end. Second was Ola Yola. Third was Chief Bow no move, then Peaceful Warrior Girl. Close after that, involving JP Calling and Oyunofwe in 119-1.
The cream rises to the top in today's 12th race as the bettor's all over number 3, Miss Maserati. Hammered from a 5-1 morning line, she wins as the betting favorite. And the jockey Jorge Ruiz, trainer Ruben Gracida, and owner Anthony DePaula. Second was number 12, Ola Yola, ahead of the 9, Chief Bow no move, who ran third. Folks, we had no winners in the late pick 5 today. 4-5, good for $1,730 and a nickel. That triggers a Sunday carryover of $46,712.54. And if you can believe it, even with all those long shots throughout the day, the Rainbow Six goes today. 20-cent return, $259,573.34. Congratulations.
And that'll do it. A dozen races up and down for the Saturday card at Gulfstream Park. Keep in mind, a long weekend, but a great one at GP. We've got another 12 for you here tomorrow at Gulfstream Park. We'll kick off the action at about 12:45 p.m., and there's a little turf sprint feature on the program. Best of luck, and have a great night.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.